Dennis Browning is a retired Saginaw police officer. Having served the city of Saginaw for 32 years, he graduated from Douglas MacArthur High School in Saginaw Charter Township. How many of you remember that school? I knew there was a few. He has been a city resident for over 44 years. Mr. Browning attended Delta College before becoming a police cadet in 1969. In 1970, he was promoted to patrolman and served in both the patrol and investigative divisions in his career. Specializing in crime prevention and community relations, Mr. Browning worked in the schools as a resource officer, served as DARE coordinator and instructor, and filled the roles of Crime Stoppers coordinator for the Mid-Michigan region. Officer Browning received many police and community awards during his service. Mr. Browning was appointed to City Council in 2000, serving a total of 13 years, and was elected to the council by the council in 2013 as mayor of the city of Saginaw. Mayor Browning currently serves on the 911 Board of Directors, the MBS Board of Directors, Saginaw Riverfront Development Commission, Urban Corps of Mayors. His community involvement also includes serving as past president of the Saginaw Child Abuse and Neglect Council, former chairman of Peace Lutheran Day School, past director of the Board of Family First Credit Union, current chairman of the Supervisory Committee for Family First Credit Union, and a volunteer instructor for the American Red Cross. He and his wife Sue have 3 children and 8 grandchildren. Mr. Browning enjoys traveling, hunting, fishing, and taking in a play or musical. Please welcome Mayor Dennis Browning.
What a couple acts to follow here. Boy, following Mike, and I can't say enough before, and my city and council members already know I'm off script, and so they're a little worried about where I'm going, but I really want to thank Mike and the county commissioners and everyone in the county, because I think we're in a real unique situation here where other counties and cities don't have that partnership that we have here in Saginaw County. And recently, we've erased some of those borders. And I think that's very special, and I really applaud Mike and his county commissioners, staff, and everyone ahead of time. I certainly want to do that. So let's move on here. What's happening in the city of Saginaw? And first of all, I want to wish everyone a very good morning, and thank you for coming to the county city address here. And I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for hosting today's event. I want to take just a minute here, as I failed to do that last year. I'm not going to make that mistake twice. I want to recognize my fellow council members who are present here tonight. So if you hold your applause and let me introduce our fellow council members who are here. Very importantly, Mayor Pro Tem Amos O'Neill is here. Please stand. Also, Councilman Caloris, Councilwoman Annie Bench, Councilman Damon Tibbs, and Councilman Dan Fitzpatrick. And earlier, Councilman Floyd Clark was here, was unable to make it. These are my council members here. Give them a nice hand, please. But all our success here begins at City Council, but that's only a vision that our staff has to put in place. And we are just so proud. And I want to take a moment here to recognize our city staff that are here. Many of you have talked to them, but I'd like to have you put a face to those names. And so I want to introduce them. First of all, I'd like to start with, and please hold your applause until they're done, our city manager, Tim Morales. Director of Human Resources, Dennis Jordan. Director of Public Services, Phil Carwatt. Director of Water and Wastewater Services, Kim Mason. Director of Technical Services, Jeff Kopsick. Director of our Office of Management and Budget, Yolanda Jones. Fire Chief, Chief Van Loo, our City Clerk, Janet Santos, our Chief Administrator, John Stempel, Debbie Buck, our Executive Assistant Public Information Officer, Lieutenant Dave Kenzorski, and Sergeant Kelly Schmidt here today. I'd also like to recognize Bob Ruth, our police chief, who had another commitment, could not be here with us today. Please give them a hand. That's our. Since last year's State of the City address, the council, city leaders, community stakeholders, neighborhood associations, and business partners have worked on what our city can be. We visualized those plans. We worked on many goals and objectives that would help our plans become reality. Our vision has a lot of potential. There is excitement in Saginaw and a momentum that I'm just so happy to be a part of. Businesses has the confidence to invest in Saginaw. And there's a desire, a commitment, and loyalty to the community, and it can be seen wherever you look. Saginaw economic development is the latest and greatest news in the Great Lakes Bay region. The city has an economic development strategy, and the strategy involves pursuing private and public partnerships, working with Saginaw Future Incorporated, and focusing on grants and their management. Some of those components of our city economic strategy are business retention. That's prioritizing what we can do to get ready for future development. Identify employers with a social conscience. Those who are concerned with more than profit, those employers who care about the community and environment. Want to focus on our anchors to include our hospitals, universities, cultural institutions, and look for opportunities to foster collaboration and buying from local suppliers. To be a RRC or a redevelopment-ready community, and prepare an inventory of sites for proposed development. Encourage entrepreneurs and economic gardening. This would include networking resources and mentoring. Our Saginaw Economic Development Corporation would be an important source for new entrepreneurs also. Neighborhood stabilization, blight elimination, and redevelopment are key components of neighborhood stabilization. Then increasing neighborhood density follows. Urban homesteading is about getting people back into our neighborhoods, getting them back into the city. It's about creating a network of employers and financing options to help and encourage their employees to live in the city. Hosbeck Pickle currently has a program for their employees, and such a program has been proposed to other local businesses. Quality of life is about growing our community assets while retaining our current community. Quality of life is about having places and spaces where people want to be, having a walkable community on the riverfront, and much more. Saginaw, a place to live, work, learn, and play. One of the activities the city has engaged in has been to reach out to local businesses. The city solicited suggestions from business owners on what we could do to help them and encourage their investment. The city wanted businesses to take a leading role and to create and improve our working relationships with them. And one example is the Business Improvement District in Old Town. The city assisted with the redesign of Hamilton Street, which in turn allowed local businesses to invest and grow in ways they would not have been able to without the city's help. The city's economic development strategy includes looking at the city's gateways, our anchor zones, neighborhood density, analyzing prospective green space areas, engaging community partners, and finally, implementation. So Saginaw, a place to live, work, learn, and play. Reinventing of Saginaw is occurring in part due to our partnership with the Saginaw County Land Bank and the Michigan State Housing and Development Authority. The most recent efforts in the removal of blighted residential properties are due to the award of $11.2 million in funds for the hardest hit TARP grant from the state of Michigan. So far, almost 400 blighted residential buildings have been demolished, coupled with other proven practices which contribute to the quality of life in our neighborhoods. More specifically, the planting of low-growing ground cover, the removal of brush and diseased trees, and the replacement of curbing and sidewalk. In the very near future, an additional 360 blighted buildings will be leaving our city, further improving quality of the neighborhoods. To speak further of the success of this program, our average project cost is $10,852. This is approximately 10% under budget, allowing for an increased impact from this excellent opportunity. Beyond blight elimination, as we reinvent Saginaw, we look with excitement to the future. We are awaiting the ribbon cutting of Covenant Central Michigan University College of Medicine and the groundbreaking of the St. Mary's campus. And Saginaw is very excited that Delta College has chosen downtown Saginaw for their new campus. Thank you. So we look forward to this coming up. Saginaw is currently cultivating relationships with other educational facilities to also include Saginaw Valley State University. Saginaw is collaborating and partnering with higher education, universities and colleges, and they are committing to the city of Saginaw. We're reinventing Saginaw. Saginaw is known as a regional medical hub and soon to be known for its educational opportunities. Saginaw, a place to live, work, and now learn and play. The City Council was charged with the task of hiring a city manager. And hiring a city manager is the most important job a city council has to do, is to hire a city manager. We needed a leader with vision and a strong financial management background to lead Saginaw into the future. As you know, we hired Mr. Tim Morales, who served as Deputy City Manager, Chief Financial Officer, and also our interim city manager. Tim's appointment was well received by the community. He's engaged, active, and responsive. I look forward to working with Tim. Tim, would you please stand again? Our city manager, Mr. Tim Morales. Our management team has also seen two additions: Fire Chief Chris Van Loo, and most recently, the addition of our new Police Chief, Bob Ruth. I have great confidence in our city manager, Tim Morales, and his department heads, and believe with their skills and talents, we are poised to lead Saginaw into a better and brighter future. Now, as a retired Saginaw police officer in the city of Saginaw, I know that public safety is very important to everyone in Saginaw. The community came together in November of 2014 and approved the public safety millage, which provides in part funding for our police department and our fire department. I would like to thank all those who worked to ensure the millage passed and those who voted for it. Please give them a hand, please. The public safety millage is critical to the safety and prosperity of Saginaw. The Saginaw Police Department, through collaborating and partnering with the Saginaw County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan State Police, the Michigan Department of Corrections, and the Saginaw County Prosecutor's Office, we have been able to reduce crime in the city. Since these partnerships were formed, violent crime in the city has declined. I'm very pleased to announce that through the combined efforts of the Saginaw Police Department, the Sheriff's Office, the State Police, we have experienced a reduction of, and Mike, I'm going to increase that 50 to 56% in homicides, 53% in shootings from 2013 to 2014. Our statistics also show significant reductions in other violent and nonviolent crimes. So would the members of the Saginaw PD, the Michigan State Police, Saginaw County Sheriff's Department, Department of Corrections, and our prosecutor, John McCogan Jr., and staff, please stand. We would like to give you one more round of applause. I can't tell you. The community has asked for a stronger, safer community, and these are the people out there who are doing it. But law enforcement did not do this alone. It required a brave and engaged community to come forward to identify, prosecute, and convict those who are responsible for this violence. And for that, I commend the citizens, the neighborhood associations, the business owners, and all those who are putting the safety and future of Saginaw first and foremost for the benefit of all. Public safety also includes fire suppression, prevention, and other services provided by the fire department. Our city was able to apply for a grant for 10,000 smoke detectors with a 10-year lithium battery. The fire department, along with area nonprofits and neighborhood associations, installed the smoke detectors in the homes. It is estimated that 5,000 households now have the safety and security of active smoke detectors in their homes due to the hard work of the Saginaw Fire Department and our community partners. I need to give them a hand. 10,000 out there. The future will see Saginaw growing in many ways. You know, Saginaw has roots in the agricultural community, and we'll reach out to connect and seek new growth in this area. One of the ways to connect with area farmers is to buy local, and one of the best places to buy from local growers is at the farmers market. And what great news, as Mike expressed earlier, that recently was announced that the farmers market will partner with SVRC Industries and be located in the heart of our downtown at the corner of Federal and Washington. This new location will bring a year-round farmers market with indoor and outdoor ventures. I cannot be more excited about having the farmers market find a permanent home. We want to congratulate them. Thank you very much. So Saginaw, a place to live, work, learn, and play. Saginaw has so much to offer in the forms of our arts, culture, recreation, and entertainment. There are indoor and outdoor recreation centers, including many beautiful city parks. There are many entertainment venues through the Dow Event Center and our local theaters, such as the historic Temple Theater, Pit and Balcony. For the music lovers, there's the Saginaw Bay Symphony Orchestra, the Saginaw Choral Society, and the Eddy Band. We have summer fun with outdoor concerts at the First Merit Event Center, Pride's Friday Night Live event, and Jazz on Jefferson, just to name a few. So many reasons to be in Saginaw. Our 3 museums, our beautiful zoo, parades, and don't forget the events on Ojibwe Island, such as the Country Music Festival and the amazing fireworks. Saginaw has stood the test of time through adversity and prosperity. Saginaw has a long and successful history and is rich in culture and diversity. In 2015, you will see Saginaw grow. You will see the fruits of labor and planning and months in process, which continues today. Saginaw is on the move. We're going great places. Come and join us, because Saginaw truly is a great place to live, work, learn, and play. Thank you, and God bless you.